Hey Kiara, how's it going? Oh, advert playing. I'll give you a moment to get back then. Cool, welcome back from advertising purgatory. How's it going? Do you want to shout at Kiara? Yep, there we go. Those who aren't already aware, Kiara does a very chill early morning stream every morning in the small house where she is, although it's about noon for me, and occasionally an evening one. And yeah, just a chill time to hang out, hear about music and books and such things. Yeah, I'm pretty good. I got paid on Friday, so I've managed to order some stuff for my to make my ears with, which I'll show everyone when I've switched the camera on. I'll just do some links first. Yeah, so ear-wise, basically what I need to do is I just need to create the mold for the other ear. Got any of the silicone I'm using to make the molds with left over? I'll probably use that to just make something to do some sort of test casts with, just to make sure everything goes smoother. But one of the things involved is a better mold release, so there's that. Alrighty. Okay, just lift my mic up. Wrong. Camera's working. Yep, I'm quite liking this outfit. I should really see if I can sort of incorporate a corset into my day-to-day wear. Like, this is kind of a cheap corset, so I don't think it would really work, but I'm actually kind of liking the way I look in it. And hello to you too, Kiara. Oh yeah, so stuff I've ordered. We've got this stuff, which is called flocking, and it's just sort of fluff you can mix in with the silicone, create the appearance of veins and stuff. Very useful for flesh coloured ears, but also for sort of like silicone ears. So here's my sort of first attempt at casting that didn't quite work. Like, there's either an air bubble or not enough silicone in the mould, and it's also, you can't see it on the camera, but it was full of bubbles. And also, you know, kind of thin in places. But yeah, and the colour wasn't great. But speaking of colour, I've got some of the good sort of colours. So I've got blue there. Hey Jan, how's it going? I've got blue there for this tiefling. I've got some red and yellow so I can do orange for grounded. And flesh colour because, you know, I just like to cast the ears in my own skin colour just so I can have like elf ears. Because you never know. And more importantly, we've got this mould release. I basically emailed the site I bought this from to double check what I needed, and they basically recommended this to keep the piece clean, and also a bit of Vaseline, which a bit of further googling suggests I can mix in some mineral oil to water that, well, not water it down, but, you know, just make it flow a bit better. So, lots of things to practice. Oh, hey Nick, do you want a shout out? Good evening to you. Oh yeah, they also sent me tons and tons of packing peanuts. Very fun kind that you get to dissolve in water. So that'll be interesting. Oh, thanks for giving him a shout out, Kiara. But anyway, yeah, that's all the cosplay stuff, so on to the game. Oh yeah, earlier I was on Nick's YouTube channel just watching the premiere of the Nordmark session before last, because that was fun. I mean, I was in it, and I know often I complain about how my voice sounds, but I'm actually kind of happy with how it's progressing. So yep, go me. Okay, yep, cool. OBS is picking that up. Oh yeah, Kiara mentioned she was going to raid you, Nick, when you were doing Severed Steel. So to be fair, that was quite a short stream, but it did look very fun. Like, Ghost Runner is more of a similar sort of thing in its first-person parkour, but it's more of just try this repeatedly sort of thing. Whereas Severed Steel felt more like a very quick-paced shooter, which is what I was hoping Ghost Runner would be. Okay, so yeah, we're basically killing time until well, either my kingdom falls, which it won't because I changed the difficulty option so it wouldn't, or until the next disaster comes along. Yeah, exactly. I found Ghost Runner way too frustrating. And you're full of coconut rice. That sounds good. So yeah, I think last session we're going to pop in here and see what happened. Oh yeah, I did actually do some checking. So it seems that the reason I can't find the places I was looking for.
Now you see me, now you don't.
Last stream for the quest I was trying to look into is because it's tied to perception checks, which is kind of annoying. It seems you can spot places but not spot the route to them. Wait, did I already explore this area? Alpha Walk from Dunsward Pack.
Listening as hard as I can.
Get him. Okay, let's spot them. Spotted Lindsay.
Stand down.
Juiced. Boo.
Knock-knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Are they immune to sneak attacks or something? Yeah, I found Ghost Run to be one of those games that's basically it just has the loop of die, retry, die, retry, die, retry until you can do it perfectly, which just it just doesn't appeal to me. Although to be fair, I only tried the demo, and to be fair, I also only tried it on my old laptop, so maybe I'd enjoy it more if I tried playing it on this rig. Alrighty. More alpha walks. What exactly the Dunsward's pack is anyone's guess, but down you go.
You offend me.
Okay, Knock can finish this one off. Lovely stuff. Start moving backwards to flank these two. Okay, Kanara can only really hit. Can't really avoid hitting friendly targets, so
Serves you right.
down you go. Okay, Amiri, finish this one.
Just letting the ink dry.
Skin. See what else is about here.
The dangers don't frighten me.
I suppose really, since I've invested so much into making prosthetics. Okay, punching dagger +2. Enchanter's cape. +1 to enchantment school spells DC. Not to be sniffed at. Yeah, I should really look into doing more with silicon prosthetics. Although I'm not really sure what to do next. Like, ears are cool and all, but I'm sure there's other things I can do. I'd really like to also get into making sort of facial prosthetics, like scars and stuff. In fact, one thing I've sort of got planned for when I do a full grounded cosplay is maybe a little scar under the eye around here, which was actually inspired because I got hit in the face by a box at work a while back. I just thought I got a little cut, and I thought it would actually look quite I'm not sure cute's the right word, but you know, aesthetically pleasing. Just not necessarily a serious injury, but just to make her look a bit reckless. Because my idea with Grounded is that she has basically, obviously she's a rogue, so she does lots of sort of, well, she's very stealthy and agile, but she's very much think first. And then use muscles and reflex, well, jump, well, basically she's very leap before you look. So she'll do something dumb, and then she'll probably survive it because she's just got that energy to her. I mean, literally energy. Like, she's got very high strength and dex scores. Okay, kingdom stuff's happening. Okay, the debate went badly. And I'm in a bit of a death spiral because I don't really have any way to get out of crumbling. Still, she's got the best chance of resolving this. Spider lair. Spider lair. Spider lair. Radioactive spider lair.
Gaining the advantage is
Oh,
always
we have a
solid.
corpse. Okay, just a bit of treasure.
Running won't help you.
Okay, primal ghost spider.
Your time
Oh, primal giant spider. I'm gonna blast this one from here. Luckily it's blind, so it's not really going to be hitting anyone that easy. How's everyone's weekend been anyway? Okay, Knock Knock can stab this. Okay, it has concealment because of the storm. Oh, that went well. And stealth checks will be easy because Storm's going to provide cover.
away, you rats down. Better ones.
Carrot's been fine. Mine? Yeah, not too bad. I mean, I was working, so... not exactly fun, but... yeah, hopefully next week I'll be out of... I'm basically covering bakery this week and next week. At least until the store's hired some more people to do that. But I'm hoping that won't last too much longer. Okay, Jubilost. Do anything right now? with the ridiculous penalty the storm's giving him. Okay, can Amiri... Yes, she can.
Adventures call to them. Trees them.
I mean, I've got a lot happening in August just because I've got to sort out my car insurance and stuff, but here it goes. You know what? I'm just going to fireball him. They can't stop me. Pretty good reflex save on them. Guess they're being slowed down too.
You deserve it.
Damn concealment. Hey Teddy, is that your witty and wonderful friend by segment Baguette? I don't know. I didn't see any unwitty and wonderful around here.
Which knife to use? Bring it! Head down, quiet, ready to stab.
Okay, and Teddy's of course redeemed no self-objections lady for 3,000 breadcrumbs. So for the next 10 minutes or so, that's at 33 minutes, I'm not allowed to say anything negative about myself. I guess I'm just going to have to acknowledge I'm cute. Especially when I'm dressed as a tiefling. Well, anyway, Teddy, you just find me wandering around spider-infested ruins full of corpses. You know, as one does. Oh, there's more spiders. Luckily, I know the one weakness of a spider. A goblin with a knife. Truly, it's the giant spider's natural predator.
Mickey.
Hello, Eris Silvertune. It's a very explosive knife. Yeah, Knock Knock has that effect on people. I kind of like how exploded this game makes things. You know, it kind of reminds me of Fallout with the bloody mess perk activated. Also, welcome to the chat, by the way. How you doing today? Damn. Primal Spider Matriarch. I think I'm in trouble. Oh no, wrong button. Okay, let's unleash some of the blue flame.
Any last wishes?
Makes crits feel very good. You're doing well? How am I? Yep, I'm good. As I was just explaining to my friend Teddy, I just spent the weekend working, so I'm kind of happy to. I basically have Mondays and Wednesdays off my day job, so it's quite nice to just be sort of spending Monday relaxing for a bit. Sneak attack, cool. It's going to attack. Will it poison me? No. Will Amiri run across the map to do a full attack? Of course she will, because barbarians are just fun like that. And that's the end of that. What we got here? Spider legs. Yes, Teddy, we're friends. As a general rule, if I've played tabletop games with you at any point, we're probably friends. Hey Nellis, how's it going? Oh, you'll be right back, fair enough. Nellis invoking quote number 618. Delicious crispy spider legs. You know it's true. Okay, let's see. We had merchant stuff. We've got some food. Oh yep, the all-important butter I can use to make chocolate ice cream. Yep. I quite agree, Eris. I mean, you could also point out that there's a bunch of stuff about trust and oh, speaking of, here's a recipe for big spider legs. Which is good because I've been logging around all these giant spider legs for ages. And a buckler called Arrow Gars. This +4 buckler grants an additional +3 bonus to AC against ranged attacks. Okay, that is extremely useful. Although I don't know if I've got anyone who'll benefit from a buckler, but I mean, I'm sure everyone in this game will benefit from a butler. So my main character can't use it. He uses double-handed weapons. Lindsay's got a double-handed weapon just for the proficiency bonus. Knock best at dual wielding. Also, we can't use it. Looks like barely anyone's even proficient with it. And Teddy, you've always been cool. Anyone who says otherwise is a liar. Possibly a cheat. Definitely a scoundrel. Okay, let's see. Yep, that's basically the entirety of the map.
The dangers don't frighten me.
What's that?
Oh, something dinged. Ancient Cyclops coin. Fair enough. And we've got some mushrooms. Yep, mushrooms. Teddy, what if you want to be hot? I mean, hotness is not something intrinsic. You just build it up over time. I mean, like, to be fair, some people have that sort of, you know, just je ne sais quoi to them. So they're always hot no matter what they're doing, but otherwise it's usually quite situational. I remember seeing a corpse, but I don't know if it was loosable. Oh, yep, there we go. So we've got some trout, some gold, gold powder of course, an S-stock, just a normal S-stock, and a bit of moonstone. What is it with the word cool anyway? It feels like it's just a, you know, it's just like an evergreen piece of slang. It's always cool to say the word cool. I'd assume it comes from like the, at least it's a sort of a 20th century thing. But, you know, for all I know, it's been around since the Middle Ages. Oh, hey Sarah. How are you doing today? I'm just going to desperately search this map for resources and hope for the best. Stand corrected. I thoroughly searched and found nothing. Okay, back to Varnhold. I guess I'll try heading north to see what I can find.
I decree we set up camp.
Oh yeah, what do these spiders' legs do? Baked spider legs. +3 bonus to fortitude saving throws for a day. Oh yeah, which is, to be fair, what you want when you're dealing with spiders. They got that poison. You got EP, which I assume means sleepy. Yeah, I'm good. Had a long, pretty busy working weekend, so... Kingdom stuff. What fresh horrors have occurred? Oh god. Ragadan's eggs have ended in disaster. Stability is in serious trouble. Okay, that's failed. Okay. Last resort. Oh, I'm in trouble here. Guess I'm going to be buying them off. Luckily I've set it so I can't fail, but... Oh no, that's not the way I meant to go. Teddy Clare, Oxford Dictionary says it originated in the US black jazz scene of the 1930s and 40s. Yeah, that tracks. America's... well, we seem to get a lot of English slang just from African American vernacular English. Oh, forgot to stealth. Oh well. Okay, they cast haste. I had no choice but to nuke them. Okay, I'm just going to delay Knock Knock's turns till after Lindsay so I can haste everyone. Teddy, it was meant to be in comparison to hot, meaning energetic and exciting, where cool is calming and laid back. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I mean, hot still exists, but it usually just means attractive. Oh yeah, fun fact, here in Britain, the equivalent in British English is bit to hot. Which I think in American slang means well dressed or something like that. Hey, we're gonna do something about this necromancer. In herself is going to deal with this cleric. Apparently by making them explode. I'm beginning to think this is a very low level encounter. But do they get up again?
This is where I step in. And Lindsay was called for.
Lots of scrolls of protection from acid for some reason. Guess they were just looking for a good time at the club and trying to stay safe. Oh well. Just back this way because I need to go north here. Okay, already been there. Okay, rebuild one of my villages into a town. I'll need to wait for an advisor for that. Oh, sweet. Looks like I can upgrade a bunch of villages to town. I guess there's nothing around here. Manage. I think there's something here that gives me yeah, but it's to movement speed.
I decree we set up camp.
Why don't we set up camp?
I'm really wondering what I need to do to avoid this crumbling, because maybe it's because I haven't bothered, you know, doing the rank up things. But seems like I literally can't pass any of the Manticore's claws. Nice. That's like a knife or something. Okay, gloves. These gloves grant their wearer +4 enhancement to strength, +2 to attack and damage rolls with unarmed attack and natural weapons. Okay, I assume they only apply both bonuses to an unarmed attack, so yeah. Miri's not getting any bonus from it. Oh yeah, the Cloak of Shadows. I should give that to one of my rogues. Lovely stuff. Nice big stealth bonus for Knock Knock. And does anyone need a better cloak? Everyone's busy. The position of chairman is just opened on the Outlaw Council. Everyone's busy. Okay, success. Yeah, I'll need Octavia for those. Oh, cool, I can put Mega Arval in each of this. Maybe building a town will put people at ease. Okay, research into the nature of curses. Some much needed boosts to Arcane and Divine. Ragadan's eggs once again. Payback doors, opportunity. Okay, someone's this. Okay, unrest has improved to troubled. I'm getting a +2. Well, at least these aren't as bad as they were. Okay, still a +0. Okay, success. They no longer believe I'm a doppelganger impersonating myself. Oh, hey DJ, Alpha Omega. Can we get a shout out for them? How you doing? Oh yeah, I forgot to say by the way, Eris, thanks. Sorry, Eris, thanks for the follow. Thank you, Kiara. Oh, it's Nightbot not working. Just got back from lunch. You're taking a moment to relax. That's good. Okay, so success. The regent arranged a meeting between the ruler and her people. They're finally convinced that the true queen sits upon the throne. Thoughts of rebellion quickly faded, and the drunkard who began the stupid rumour were arrested and punished. And I have built a town. Okay, new regions. Okay, so I need a Miri or a Gongar. Finish what they're doing. A Miri will be available in 2 days. Okay, the last resort has resulted in triumph. A share of okay, good, good. And we're up to worried. Okay, I think we're back on track. Okay, the relic failed. Okay, let's do something about this. Plus 16. Okay, no chance of succeeding. Great. A 10% chance of succeeding. %5 chance. Really not liking the odds here. Oh, there we go. Shout out works. Thanks for the hydrate, Sarah. Says, okay, Amiri has 50-50 chance on this. Okay, that's not good. What are all these? Okay, Ruler's competition ended in triumph. Guess some Fawnkeep ended in disaster. -10 to relations. Tipping the scales ended in success. Address the kingdom was failure. Okay, sold. Saw this then. Okay, what's the Magister? Okay, let's just buy another 1000 BP. Kira, you got to get back to work. Have a nice... Or got to get to work. Have a nice day. Thanks as always for dropping by, and I hope your shift goes well. Oh, Icky! Greetings, Icky. Oh, you subscribed for 29 months. That's nearly 30 months. Okay, how long is 29 months in years? So, 2 years would be 24. Wow, that's like a year and a half. Can we get a shout out for Icky as well? Price of a soul expired. Payback doors expired. Hunt the Hunters, triumph. +10 to military and +7 to stability. Our soldiers went on the offensive and took the fight to the criminals even before the Justicars had time to act. They were so impressed by the soldiers' bravery that they even spared some personal bodyguards to watch over the brave officers and protect them from vindictive daggers. Thank you for the shout out, Icky. Oops, typo, honest. I'm sure it was. Let's get all these bonuses in. Okay, not sort out the census yet. Okay, looks like this is going up statistically. Still 0. Okay, Octavia has a 10% chance of sorting this out. Really saying debate me? Okay, 25%. It's better than nothing. How goes Pathfinder Kingmaker? I've just managed to claw my way back to stable. After things were looking very dicey indeed. And I'm basically just sort of killing time in game until the next plus event comes up. Ouch. Oh yeah. I was talking about it when we started, but I don't think everyone heard, but I've got some mold release for silicon. Or rather something I can use to keep it clean while I use Vaseline for it. Some much better dyes for the silicon. So this is Neil's Materials, which are the best sort of brand. And also some flocking, which is just fluff I can mix into the silicon to sort of simulate veins and stuff. Have I been doing a lot of side quests, or is the game just long? It's a very long game. It's one of those like 100 to 200 hour affairs. And obviously I'm reading all the dialogue out and playing very slowly, so that's why I've been doing it since last December. Oh yeah, that's not anything to do with 3D printing. This is silicon casting. But yeah, my next project for 3D printing, I think, is I'm going to try and print Samus Aran's blaster. At the moment I'm looking into, I've found a free 3D model and I want to try printing that out in pieces, because obviously there's not that much room. But if that doesn't work out, I think I've found a model that's already split up, but it's like 20 quid, so. Icky, you know your chemistry and modelling, shush. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, one thing I've discovered is you can actually get, for optical print 3D printers, you can actually get dental resin. So I don't know if it can be used to make well, it's the same as the resin I used to make these, but if so, that'd be very. And obviously it's like 90 quid for a single bottle, but it could really make things interesting. If I could just literally 3D model and print teeths. Oh yeah, I was talking to my advisor. Your Highness, I was informed that various political newspapers and leaflets have become very popular amongst your subjects. Many criticise the authorities, and some publish gossip and rumours that might be unpleasant to you personally. However, the very appearance of these things and their popularity among the people are signs of the great success we've managed to achieve in education. Excellent. I don't think we should act. If we try to stop the spread of such newspapers, we'll only be adding to the fuel to the fire. Leave everything as it is. We'll let them have their discussion, allow their readers to make up their own minds. My experience shows only a free society is capable of criticising and eliminating absurd ideas, more effectively than 1,000 censors ever could. Okay, choice effects. TBP each week will meet all their accusations by issuing our own newspaper. It's a good thing we already have a printing press. Okay, that's kind of neat. The River Freedoms guarantee their freedom of speech will not interfere. We can't allow unknown agitators to undermine the people's respect for authority. Yeah, we're not doing that. Chaotic evil. You can take penalties to community loyalty and stability just to be evil. Hey, Tau Kitty. Oh, exactly, Icky. Or Melina Teeths. 3D prints and full-on Baraka or Melina Teeths. Yeah, that'll actually be a fun project to sort of like Melina. Like a Melina mouth. Oh, hey Al. Can we get a shout out for Al Wyvern? Thanks for the hydrating posture shakes. Tau Kitty aren't the cheaper options. Your dentist uses an algae-based paste to take 3D images of teeth, for example. Oh yeah, that's the method I used to make these. I basically took a plaster cast of my own teeth, built them in there, clay, then used that, and then used alginate to make a cast of that, and then used that to make cast these teeth in dental resin, which was still like 20 quid a bottle, but much cheaper than 90 quid a bottle. Oh, we'll just stretch and hydrate. Thanks for giving Al a shout out, Icky. Well, you actually played Garfield Kart. Anyway, yep, I guess we're founding our own version of the BBC. Hopefully with 100% less tiefling slander. What do we call it? The Royal Times? The Loyal Herald? This will lead nowhere good. Oh, hey, it's this guy. Oh. Ah. Honoriel Aetars looks unusually neat. Her hair is clean and brushed, her clothes spotless, and her elven face is lit with unusual enthusiasm. When she speaks, it becomes clear she's choosing her words much more carefully than usual. Okay, so she's the lady who lets you sort of build generic adventurers who are very boring and compared to the actual written party members. Al being gossip for you as a prank. Icky, you bought me a joke, made it into a content. Al, possibly. Oh yeah, for those of you who don't know Al, they're pretty cool. I believe they switched to a VTube avatar, and they do sort of a... Basically, their VTubes are very boss, and they do the mechanical voice filter thing. Which is very cool, but I do not need a filter for that. Or, well, I could use a filter for that. I like doing robotic voices. Oh wait, yeah, I was thinking of Zero, sorry. Zero is indeed cool. Don't know why, I think you both got mixed up in my head for a minute there. But Al is also extremely cool. I'm here as an official representative of the Pathfinder Society, Your Highness. It's become known in Absalom that certain members of the Society were bothering you of late. Or, to be more precise, you are troubled by the consequences of their indiscretion. I formally apologise to you and your subjects, and would like to extend to you, Your Highness, an offer that will benefit all interested parties. Please allow a representative of the Pathfinder Society to remain in the city and lead a local lodge, to coordinate with other ordinary Pathfinders. Would prefer not to act in this region without the support of a local ruler. The goal of the Society is to explore the world we live in, not cause unwarranted conflict. Tell me about the Pathfinder Society. Pathfinders are those who, for those who aren't aware, by the way, the Pathfinder Society is literally the people the entire game system's named after. They're like an adventurers guild. Yes, Nick, no self-defaming in this chat. You are very cool. Also a reminder, part of the reason I've really been trying to cut down self-defaming is part obviously how something I was talking about earlier, a while ago, irony poisoning. Oh yeah, specific example. I've been watching recently a bunch of lore videos on Lancer, and I watched one about the Albatross, who are basically a sort of a squad of hunter, well, sort of do-gooder heroes. I spent the entire thing waiting for the the person who made the video to go, but oh, they have a dark secret. And nope, they're just like, because Lancer's one of those more optimistic systems. They're just above board. They want to do good. So yeah, basically, irony poisoning is when you just sort of stop being able to take things at face value. Like, you're cynical for the sake of being cynical. And I feel like self-defamation actually falls into that. Like, you don't want to be sort of make yourself vulnerable by admitting you are actually quite cool, because it opens you up to being made fun of. But the thing is, if you make fun of yourself, then you make anyone who sort of wanted to support you feel stupid by proxy, so it's probably best not to do it. Exactly, Aki. One of the few systems where they actually have fully automated luxury gay space communism. Trademark. Keith was actually showing me some art from the books that confirmed that trans people exist. It was basically just a trans man, and he had surgery scars and a pride flag on his luggage. Because I was actually asking some questions about how, if there's anything within the law specifically about trans people. It's like the opening thing is, basically, yep, you can play whoever you want. But, Dungeons & Dragons has a similar thing, and there isn't really that much in Dungeons & Dragons for sort of queer and trans people. Like, obviously there's been stuff like the belt of gender changing since the start, but that was treated as a curse. And like, by comparison, Pathfinder, for all its flaws, Wrath of the Righteous, canonically a paladin in a lesbian relationship married to her wife. Her wife is a trans woman. And that doesn't define their entire character, but it does play into the story beats, and it is just very neat. Icky counterpoint, Bree makes her own cosplays, prints dice and minis, plays games and bakes. Bree is rad as heck. Oh, thank you. Al, you're telling your girlfriend about my cosplay work and she was impressed? Oh. That's neat to know. Oh yeah, fun. One thing I've been looking at lately is using 3D prints for casting. So, 3D printing a mold I can use to cast something in silicon or another material. And I think apparently printer resin actually inhibits silicon, plasma cure silicon. So it might not necessarily work, but I'll keep looking into it. I mean, worst case scenario, I could print something out, take an alginate cast of it, and then fill that with plaster, and use a plaster mold instead. Nick, you think Radiant Citadels are pushed to include more diverse viewpoints in D&D? You've not had the chance to read it yet to confirm. Oh, fair enough. I mean, like, to be fair, I've been playing Grounded as a trans woman for like 3 years now, and all that took was a bit of homebrew to explain what she does for HRT. Oh yeah, there's dialogue here to read. Pathfinders are those who can't live at peace in a world full of secrets and riddles. Curiosity drives us from our warm homes and beyond the rivers and seas, even to the end of the world, and sometimes even beyond. There are plenty of mysteries in the Stolen Lands. The Pathfinders are determined to solve them. We should open a local lodge. So members of your society go to strange lands and make trouble by interfering with things that are none of their concerns. Yeah, I don't want to say that, too cynical. And who exactly will be the society's representative here? The elf clears her throat. I'm ready to begin my duties the moment you give your consent. I've been a Pathfinder for many years myself. I have seen many things far scarier than what the Stolen Lands can boast. If I may say so, I'm more than capable of taking care of my newcomers. Honorio, is that you? I hardly recognise you. I suspect that I was meant to do this a lot earlier in the game. No less for a given value of right back. Hope whatever you're doing went well. Al, your girlfriend, also works in theatre and props. Oh, that's cool. Probably knows a lot more about me because I'm mostly self-taught. And I've just been trying to learn what I can from books and YouTube videos. Noriel giggles and sheds the put on formality. Forgive me, but I'm on a mission from the Society, Your Highness. After those symptoms in the Valley of the Dead brought trouble to your door, the Society decided to found a lodge here. And someone remembered about me. I received a message from the Society just yesterday. If you agree, I'll become the local venture captain. The elf shakes her hair. And you know what? I've idled about enough. You can't undo what's done, and I'm no good as a Pathfinder anymore. But at least I can serve others. I learned a lot about the Stolen Lands in the years I spent here, enough for a couple of textbooks. So if you agree to the lodge... Chaotic good. I also want to be a Pathfinder. How do I join? I think I'll go neutral because I want to get to chaotic neutral. I'll be happy to see the Pathfinders in these lands. I'll allow you to found a lodge. Ding! Friend of many. Succeed in 3 Kingdoms companion quests. Honoriel lights up. Thank you. If I may, I'll say goodbye for now and proceed immediately to my duties as venture captain. Oh, thanks for the lurk, Al. Notice you did phone calls, made sandwich. He requires more details about the sandwich, which is fair. Nolus, monster, and ham and tomato, spinach leaves and mayo on whole wheat. Ain't Jersey's Mike's, but it's fine. That sounds good. I'm not a fan of mayo. I usually substitute in sour cream. But yeah, spinach is one of those underrated ingredients. It has all the qualities of lettuce, but it's way better. Yeah, I've received Blessed Defense. Burning Amulet. Okay, let's look at this new stuff. Burning Amulet. +4 to the caster's level when they cast the following spells. Burning Arc, Burning Hands, Controlled Fireball, Fire Snake, Fireball, Firestorm, Fire Strike, Hellfire Ray, and Scorching Ray. Heck yeah. Yeah, I'll give this to my friend here who has a few fire spells, I think. Oh, it's better for a Gongar. Yeah, better for a Gongar, I think. The other stuff I was given. Weird, it's not in my inventory. Blessed Defense, +3 shield, Okay, nice. Oh, hey, bringing the revolution. Been a while. How's it going? No less putting sour cream on anything but a taco is weird to you, but then most food is because picky. Yeah, I find it just sort of does the same thing as mayonnaise, but I prefer the flavour. Like, just now I made a salad, and the recipe I was following said mayonnaise, but I used sour cream instead to make the dressing, and it is quite nice. BTR, it's been a while. You're tired but happy. You've been carrying heavy IKEA furniture upstairs. You have regrets. Ooh, that's probably going to be something you feel in the morning. I hear you don't like most kinds of tomato and stuff, so you're not going to dunk on some of picky eating. Yeah, I don't really like the texture of tomato either. Never have. I mean, when I was a kid I really liked tomato ketchup, but now I'm more into barbecue sauces. Oh yeah, managed some Kingdom Affairs, I think. Okay. Support the creators' endeavours. We're back up to stable, and that's the way I like it. Okay, the debate failed. Okay. They want to make a new colony. 40% chance. The warden has no chance. Yeah. Okay, let's put Amiri in charge. We don't lose anything if it goes wrong. Choking death, problem. A mock vassal, it's a problem. Okay, I think we need Amiri for this instead. 31% chance, I'll take it. Our waters, our fields. Igor Varn has a 20% chance of pulling, sorry, 45% chance of pulling this off. Christian has an 80% chance of solving this. Perfect. Okay, that gives, at least gives us a 25% chance. Uh, 10% chance is better than 0. Okay, Octavia back. That. But free to solve one of these. Okay, the storyteller can do this. Okay, so it went badly. Okay, I forgot to assign someone to it. It's happening again. Did I just assign... Cancel that. Okay, it failed. But rank up. Build a town. I'll put Octavia on that. Oops, sorry, let chat go by a bit. Exactly, BTR. Why do you destroy a perfect salad with mayonnaise? You're going to be bringing the soreness in the morning? Sarah offering their condolences. You put together a IKEA desk yesterday. Ouch. Icky, you didn't have solid raw, so your preference over tomatoey pasta sauces. Cream tomato. Yeah, I think for me it's pips and the sliminess of some things. Enigmatic tales. Okay, failure. Triumph. Success. I have a town. Find assassins in the world of magic. Okay, the minister has no chance. He's done in 3 days. Okay, I'll have to assign someone to this. Okay, we're up to stable. No less you've got to look into a new computer chair. Yeah, I got myself a second-hand one. It used to be my dad's. It's a bit creaky, but that's not too much of an issue as long as I'm not wobbling about too much. Nick, you went into a deep dive and discovered it's canon from Tones of Foes that one of Lolf's acts is preventing elves from being gender fluid. And that was weird. Yeah, I think that's actually in the sort of main player's handbook or something as well. Actually, no, I'm not sure. I know I heard the lore somewhere. But yeah, I think they reflavoured the drow as basically turfs for a bit. No, Liz, it's a shame really because you think people want to like Lolf. They went and made her the original turf. Exactly. Nick, modern canon's Tome of Foes are about halfway through 5th edition. Exactly, Icky. No chair boogie for me. I mean, to be fair, a clip from Guild of Icons shows me literally falling off my chair. Which, to be fair, is hilarious. Nick, BRP, writing a brand new campaign with an interpretation of the Underdark as being Britain. You know what? Fair. New event. Is there no one who can resolve this? Like Matriarch. Has no hope of solving this. It came from under the ground. Agarvan has a 35% chance of resolving this. Okay, we'll resolve this. Okay, that ended in disaster. Disaster. Okay, Miri, make me proud. Sinister fog. The Art of Persuasion. Okay, the storyteller has a 50-50 chance of this. False lights. Well, that can't be allowed. Nullis, Thatcher's Lulf, maybe? Yeah, I mean, to be fair, everyone knows that Thatcher's an orc war boss. Horse breeding center. Okay, I need someone to do that. Okay, Amiri succeeded. What else? Okay, Amiri can do something about this, hopefully. 25% chance, best than nothing. Okay, I'll put Jordan in charge of something. Purchase some BP. Put and learn more about Tristine's curse. Nick. Apparently Warsteep Dragon Heist is a trans drow gunslinger, as well as 3 people who are in a polyamorous relationship. You should read that adventure sometime. Okay, that does sound incredibly cool. Imagine a campaign where you steal a dragon. Who would do that? A deadly fog is terrorizing our people. Okay, we should do something about that. Bokken, Potion of Barkskin. Thank you very much. I should really check the quest log. BTR starting a dragon torrent. I mean, I could literally download a dragon now that I've got a 3D printer. Inner demon. I like the sound of that. Noxious Veil. Sounds like my kind of accessory. Life Veil. I'm seeing a sort of a very veil theme here. Okay. Destination more then. Okay, I need Tristian Aura. Happy birthday. Notice you wonder if they'll have a more prominent likely to appear in a campaign role than Garmalt. From this deadly fog shall be your death, from the Baldur's Gate bit of descent into Avernus. Maxting, replying to Wiki. Okay, hear me out. So you're playing Starfinder and your heist to intercept and kidnap a dragon who has been from one ship to another by hijacking the signal. Okay, that does actually sound quite cool for a science fiction setting. Like, I feel like, okay, where's the exclamation mark from then? Oh. Upgrades, training ground. Okay, so these are upgrades. I should build some stuff here. Okay, let's build a defensive wall. Nice little windmill. Okay, and a granary and a brewery. And tavern. Yep, tavern here. Watchtower for the requisite espionage. Orphanage. That should do it. No less, after seeing Schlock mercenaries take on the teleporter question, you just really feel like you've had your fill. It was not interesting, but you had your fill. Yeah, I haven't read Schlock Mercenary in a while. I really should catch up on it now that it's ended. Okay, Mega Varn will be done in time. Okay, so the DC is 34. So for a plus 17, you'd need to roll. Oh yeah, that's why it's so low. You need to roll at least above like 16 or something. Oh well, better than nothing. Hey, happy birthday, I got a bunch of boosts. Contagious Madness. Okay, I guess that they are just selling drugs here. And the curator needs a word. No less, didn't the Star Trek literally invent the teleporter quandary? Yeah, it did some stuff, but it could have done so much more. Like, who was number one in Star Trek: The Next Generation? You know, the beard guy. His name's on the tip of my tongue. Obviously, he had an evil twin created by a teleporter accident. There was that one character in that one episode who refused to use the teleporter because she didn't. Riker, of course. How could I forget Riker? Max Sting, Thomas wasn't evil. He was fun. Yep. He was less evil and more, you know, like Nimona evil. Nimona the film evil, not original comic graphic novel Nimona. Max Sting, the original series quandary was a sort of Jekyll and Hyde thing though. Notice, you think you stopped reading Schlock Mercenary after you realised there aren't any gay characters in it and wondered why? Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I remember there was the thing where that guy got cloned a bazillion times, became one of the largest ethnic groups, and half of them sort of became trans women in all but name, just to sort of make things work, but that really rubbed me the wrong way. The interesting thing that Voyager did with Tuvix is that, yeah, Tuvix. Now, to be honest, I know it's one of those very emotional episodes, but I really don't like the outcome. Like, they literally just murdered a guy because they liked a couple of the other people more. Maxting, you hope it's out of ignorance, not just thinking about it, but it'd be more boring as a result. Oh yeah, let me make a webcomic recommendation now. Val and Isaac. It's fantastic. It's basically if Schlock Mercenary had loads of queer characters in it. Plus it's very the jokes are very clever and it does a good sort of science fantasy thing. In fact, stop watching the stream, Google it right now. I think it's still based on a Tumblr blog, but yeah, it's very good. Like, I'm literally in the early comics tier for its Patreon. That's how much I like it. Like, the main character is a you know, your standard hard-bitten mercenary captain lady with an eye patch who has some mummy issues because she was raised in a fascist empire. Her best friend is an asexual wizard called Isaac. Oh yeah, she's obviously Val. He's Isaac. And like the way it does magic's hilarious because it doesn't really take it too seriously, but it just sort of have consistent rules. Like one of the recurring characters is an Omni Seductrix. I think that's what it's called. He's basically a D&D bard in that she succeeds at she does magic by seducing things. And one of the other major characters is a shape-shifting assassin called Space Tread, who's canonically trans, and she's really cool. Like, I know I'm really into red shape-shifting trans-coded characters, but she's literally a trans woman who happens to be a shapeshifter. Definitely my favourite character in the whole thing. And the other sort of major character is a fish cyborg called Minnow, who's gay and dating a robot girl. No list is Val and Isaac only on Tumblr. Is it compiled so you can read it in order? The Tumblr blog is pretty concise. Like, it has backwards and forwards buttons. It's more like it's hosted on Tumblr than anything. Although there is the oh, if you go in the Discord, you can there's basically an archive of comics there. And obviously the Patreon, I don't think restricts Patreons to anything, non-Patreons for anything but the Patreon only stuff, but I might be wrong. Oh, Max Dean cosplay suggestion: Space Dread or Minnow? Yes. It would be neat to do a fish person, to be honest. Oh yeah, Minnow's raised by two. Minnow's basically adopted and raised by two dads. One who's a stone creature, the other who's a bug guy. Max Sting, one of your favourite webcomics, is a short one called Oh Human Star. But holy frick, the tears won't stop. I'll have to look that one up. Okay. I've been approached once more by the young Maestro Messus, your highness. Despite certain difficulties, he's still hard at work on his opera about your adventures in the Stolen Lands. This time he's asked us for financial support. It seems that the scant funds he's brought from Absalom are running dry. If we don't help him, he'll start taking commissions again. My advice stands: we mustn't interfere with the creative process. A good artist must be able to work on multiple pieces at the same time. Okay, choice effects. Okay, it's only one BP. Art demand sacrifice. By my decree, Lazio Messus shall receive a monthly stipend. Okay, that was the wrong choice. How unfortunate. After a short silence, the old man continues in a monotonic tone. Well, since this can no longer be considered an independent art, I shall pass on another of the young maestro's requests. You wish to know what themes you would like to see addressed. Do you have a specific lesson you'd like to share with the audience? Okay, he should write a commitment of duty, of loyalty and honour. No. He should assist an architect of her own fate. Hard work and perseverance. Okay, no, that's a lie. His work should tackle all the important... Oh. Okay, I wish I could undo this choice because I'm not liking it. Maxting a human star doesn't have the normal triggers that one would have content warning for. The main character has self-harm scars but doesn't talk about it. You think the only death in the whole thing is one that sets up the plot, but forking, cloning, content warning, some folks get messed up about that. Yeah, that can be quite confusing. Okay, 2 seems like the least worst option there. Maybe it's just the way it's phrased I don't like. Okay, still need Tristan or Magar. Okay, Tristan will be done in a day or 2. Okay, triumph. Success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Why can't Tristan deal with that? Okay, there's a deadly fog terrorizing our people. Okay, that ended in failure. Okay, the fog has been dealt with. Okay. So only Jod can solve these. Oh, let's get this horse breeding centre sorted. Oh yeah, I got the kingdom stabilised after a while ago. Oh, Divine, something bad's happened to Divine. Okay, that ended in disaster. Ugh. Failure because I didn't assign anyone. Failure because I didn't assign anyone. Failure because I didn't assign anyone. Ah, frick. And I didn't assign anyone to this contract. Well, 10% is better than nothing. I need to make a trade agreement with Pissax. Already own them. Oh, see you, Yiki. Oh, and Nick. Hope your fourth edition D&D game goes well. Catch you later. Oh, despite my divine rank being 0, I am serene. Okay, that fails. That was a success, which is good because it was only a 10% chance. Success. Success. I mean, to be fair, it was the project complete. Strengthen Magar Varn's skill. Treasure wishes to speak to me. Chairman of the Outlaw Council again. Okay, 25%. Worst could happen. White tigers. Okay, monasteries. Okay, Amiri has 50-50 chance. Valerie has a 25% chance. %0 chance. Wait for someone to... Okay, the treasurer wants to speak. Max Sting wants to Pathfinder. You made a faction, like a chaotic but neutral bunch of anarchist situationalists who believe the means of production was the levels. Since the difference between the amount of production that a blacksmith can do and going out and fighting, there's... Okay, so they basically realised they were in a D&D universe and decide to put normal people in a situation to level up into adventurers. Nola's pointing out that's just America's military scholarship thing. I mean, you're not wrong. Okay, Megavan. Your Highness, I have come to express my boundless respect. I had no idea I'd be a part of something this grand. We were able to build up a prosperous and wealthy state, where there was once just a broken, cursed, and godforsaken backwoods. You managed to reform a hostile country government, once full of corruption and bribery. Your efforts have brought in too much money. It's strange. I never expected to say these words. Anyway, you must decide where to invest it. I suggest you invite an experienced weather mage from Absalom to drive droughts and floods away from our fields. Another option is to send our talented youth abroad for study. Or for that matter, we could open a couple of trade offices in neighbouring countries and use them as cover for our agents. Okay, the espionage sounds good because that's quite low. But arcane also sounds good. Yeah, I mean, it's what he wants to do, so I say a weather mage. Very well, it's wise to protect our fields from an early autumn or a torrid summer. When I was a baron, I tended first to my subjects' bellies. Circles of Faith. Let's support the council's endeavours. Rank 10. Stripped of feeling. Oh, I didn't assign anyone to it. Good. White Tigers was a success, so I got a ton of bonuses from that. Okay, I've got a crisis point for this at least. 20% is better than nothing. Alvan's too busy to pick that up. Population census, success. Chairman of the Outlaw Council failed once again. The Witch Forest was a disaster. Price of a Soul was failure. Oh, Megar's ranked up. Okay, Hunt the Hunters. Okay, let's go. Projects. Drink from the storytellers. Skills. Creator. Port the treasurer. Let's go. On the hunters, success, +6 military and stability. Nature of curses, Christian, +7 divine. That's what I needed. And more events. All of the small baronies been taken captive. Guess on it, Amiri. Mercenary army. Okay, maybe Amiri better. Going to be better at that. Areas remain. Want their hero back. Full-blooded. Okay, they've got a vampire wandering about. Let's not have the vampire. In trouble. Okay, Amiri is apparently the best person for this. % chance of success. Let's wait for someone to available for that. Okay, the Charm Prince failed because I didn't assign anyone to it. Better than nothing, I suppose. Okay, it's going to be busy until 19 days. Next thing, you've been watching Legend of the Galactic Heroes lately. Yang Wenli talks about a lot about the breakup of End of States. Oh yeah, it's a classic anime, you know this. Okay, there's actually a lot for me to keep up with her, but the organisation in your setting sounds pretty cool, Maxting. Warhammer of Hatred. Guess it must cost 40k. I should really look at all this loot I've had built. Plate of the Beast. Fun fact, there's actually a film called The Beast about a giant... It's basically Jaws, but with a giant squid. Integrity. Maxting it is for now. Ooh, first in collection, achievement unlocked. Obtain an upstanding gift from one of your... Ooh, mirror bow. Chemo can barely contain his excitement. Here you go, I'm all done. It's a very fine bow, I must say. Of course I try my best when I'm making something for you, but I never tried as hard as this. And the wood is from a common friend of ours. Chemo winks at you. Exactly, Maxting. Jaws for giant squid. Beaks. Okay, your campaign is for now. You're just thinking about how it'll cease being very good because things do that, but maybe it'll achieve some of its goals. Yeah, that's what you can hope for. Region already upgraded. Upgraded. Ooh, Featherstone Hall. Oh yeah, let's look at this loot then. I really need to sell some of this stuff. Okay, Mirrorbow. Whenever the wielder of this +5 composite longbow uses it to attack an enemy, Mirrorbow also shoots a reflection arrow at the same target. Reflection arrow is a ranged attack that deals 1d4 plus half the wielder's strength bonus piercing damage. Nice. I think I have a new ranged option. Oh yeah, I can't use longbows, can I? Okay, I think the only longbow user I've got is Octavia. Integrity. Gives its wearer a +3 resistance bonus on will, fortitude, and reflex saving throws, and the ability to cast blindness. That's still not better than the robe of the true master though. What's this? Plate of the beast. +2. +4 enhancement bonus to constitution, the ability to cast the wall spell once per day as 10th level druid. That is pretty cool. Would Lindsay have any advantages to just being able to turn into a wolf? Not sure she would. Maxing unknown upgrades, how do I unlock those? I guess by upgrading the towns. Upgrade to the next level. Okay, so what does this need? Yeah, let's build a mansion. Ooh, a museum. Sacred Grove. Let's have one of those there. Museum, museum, museum. It belongs in a museum. Aegis Tower. Oh yeah, Airship City, I forgot about that. Let's build some stuff here. I guess my mistake here was not building any of these things. So this will need a school. tower. Tavern. You know, so the kids can go drinking. The yard. Herbalist's house. A dance hall. Unless you've never seen Gundam. Maxine, you've been introduced to Gundam. It too is interesting. Yeah, the only Gundam I know is that one Gundam G-Wing, which is basically the Shonen Gundam, and very silly. Okay, this place needs some upgrades. The only thing here is Mim's jewellery works. Okay, here. Put an orphanage here. School so they can learn stuff. Shop. I can build a shop. Oh yeah, one more. Already built? Yeah, already built a longhouse. Brewery here. And a barracks. Oh yeah, around Host Club was fun. You know, it just sort of feels like a bunch of guys just helping it. I mean, obviously, the main character is supposed to be cis, but it just feels like a bunch of guys helping out their trans friend. Yep. Okay, this place has plenty of upgrades. Just another 1000 BP. School. And I guess an orphanage. Maxting, Bubblegum Crisis, kind of like Jim and the Holograms, but with shoot loads more blood. True. Maxting, you don't think the main character of around High School Host Club is supposed to be cis per se, just unconcerned? Yeah, that's fair actually. Nolus, your first anime was Soul Eater. Oh yeah, I love Soul Eater. Fun fact, there was actually a time in my transition where I accidentally cosplayed Krona. Because I had sort of pinkish hair and I wore a sort of Ray the Doe style dress. Is there anything I can upgrade here? Okay, we'll build a black market. Upgrade to another ring. What else can I build? A festival. Get a library. Yeah, do I have a courthouse? Nope. Okay, apparently I don't have a cistern. Let's fix that. Okay, a bank. Garrison. Okay, I need more space for that. Already have a mint. Have a mint. Wait, I can't build a mint because I don't have the space. Oh yeah, the Pathfinder Lodge. Once I rotate these, okay, it looks like I've finally spent all my money on build points. Yeah, I need that Pathfinder Lodge, so... Okay. Oh yeah, Urusai Yatsura. I remember there was a basically a gag dub the BBC did for the first few episodes. Okay. I think that's enough of that. Time to do some exploring. Yep, and I should look at that loot I've got. Oh yeah, Inner Demon. Oh yeah, I think Amiri's already got that actually. Yeah. Noxious Veil. This cloak gives its wearer acid resistance 30 and the ability to cast acid fog twice per day. You can use that. That's it. Maybe. Yeah, it'd be quite useful for Jubilos to cast acid resistance. And Warhammer of Hatred. Okay, that's just lets dwarves be racist, I guess. Yeah, Maxting, I think he actually gets +4 from other things, so it's not too much of a loss. Less defense. Okay, time to go sell some of this stuff, I think. Yeah, life veil. +6 enhancement bonus to Constitution, the ability to cast Cure Serious Wounds as a 5th level cleric. That's very useful indeed. Okay. He was equipped with before. It was just an amulet of natural armor. I think Amiri will benefit from this quite a bit, so being immune to fatigue is extremely useful as well. I think the self heal's too good to pass up though. Ability to concentration. Okay, yep, Noct's already got that equipped, which is hilarious when you think about it. I'll give him a shady longbow as a ranged option. Are you talking about the extra planar stuff in earlier D&D? I never really liked the idea of the Wall of the Faithless. Although I like Planescape overall. You know, especially since they brought in Tieflings, my all-time favourite anything. What are we up to? 2 hours, 30 minutes. Okay, let's see. Start with weight. Go to this full plate. Yeah, the Black Dragon breastplate's amazing, but I don't really have a use for it. Oh, I've got a lot of potions of cure moderate wounds. Blessed events, I don't really have a use for. Mayhem. Flaming Glaive. Patriot. Guard. Cape. Shoes. Menace Storm. Very cool, but I don't have a use for it. So with Manticore. Okay, I think that's everything. Oh yeah, I've got more than one shady longbow, haven't I? I shouldn't sell that. What with it being the most important artifact in the entire game, I assume. Okay. drop my phone. Passive selling any new weapons. Nope. Okay, with that done then, I'm just gonna... Yeah, Tessie the Quill, does he have anything else to say? No. But yeah, this is Gasai's house. Streets are looking a lot more cluttered than they used to. Okay, do we have any quests at the moment? I honestly don't know how to unlock the secondary stats. Oh yeah, so what I found out is apparently there's a perception check to finding places. So I guess I can't find literally the last shrine in this area. Because I failed on the perception check. Which is really annoying, to be honest. It would also explain why there's places like this I can't get to for some reason.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Okay, I need something for skill checks. Chocolate ice cream, okay. What's everyone talking about in chat? Maxting, you can't find the name of the river that takes away your memories as you become a petitioner in Pathfinder. I think it's Renat. Yeah, the death of Greek mythology. In D&D, the Styx does that. Yeah, to be fair, D&D and fantasy tabletop tend to merge a lot of myths. Kingdom stuff. Joking death has ended in failure. But the storyteller has been promoted. Greater. That's good. I have a lot of stat bonuses. Yes, mysterious shrine. Let's end this.
I'll share my path.
Okay, here's the shrine. The erased inscription reads, "Time erases the blood spilt here, but our grief lives on, my queen." Okay, so the solution here is basically based on how knights move around the board. I have no idea what the whole thing is anyway. You know what? I'm just going to open Firefox and Google what I need for this. Pathfinder, Kingmaker, Revenant. Okay. 042. This map has no music. Don't trust that. Okay, Giggling Hill, west of the Patax River Bend. Okay, it's there.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Time to get some rest, isn't it?
Notice a large part of your stance is that D&D players have long been encouraged to think of their character's alignment as the only aspect of them considered when making choices. And that is very boring, I agree. A backdoors event. Pavia's the only one available. Guess we'll have to do with a 20% chance. Hope for the best. So yeah, basically finding a given location is a perception check. So you're basically locked out of quest. Well, this quest needs 5 locations, so you're basically locked out of the quest until you get lucky, which is really, really annoying, to be honest. Okay, that's how I get to the Baneful
I
Bog.
decree we set up camp.
Let's take a look in there then. Enfys! Enfys. alignment systems are so one-dimensional, simple and mind-numbingly boring that if you were to DM for a group of children, it would still not be the way you'd introduce a system. Yeah, fancy seeing me here. I mean, why would a nerd liker of tieflings be on a stream on a channel nerd for tieflings? Thanks for the hydration posture check, Sarah. It's hard to stretch my arms back in, but I can still do it. Ow. Envious, less alignment system is in general, and more alignment is the only character choice that matters. Yeah. Like, granted, I play as chaotic neutral, but the thing is, I actually play as chaotic because she really wants clear instructions and rules to follow, but she just gets frustrated enough that people tend to be too arbitrary. So she's actually so lawful, she's chaotic. And she's neutral because her chaotic behaviour, basically, she's very well-meaning and wants to do the right thing. But her chaotic behaviour sort of means she tends to chafe and acts impulsively. And sort of the way I've been playing her is she's trying to learn to think ahead and not just deal with the consequences of her actions as they come. Exactly, Sarah. It's like people in real life not acts exactly the same in the same situation. Notice when people are introducing the D&D characters out of character, alignment's one of the first few things mentioned. True. Like, I think what I'd do is I'd actually ditch the moral axes and just go back to OG D&Ds or chaos, or I'd ditch that completely. What have we got here then? Thick skin tribe. Okay, they were the baddies. Oh wow, they noticed me. You know what, Jubilos, just nuke them all. Blue Flame Blast. Okay, that's very annoying. Fine.
You see that?
Exactly, Nellis. Like, there are 9 kinds of people in the world. It's ridiculous. No list, to be fair, 5th edition finally attempted to introduce the idea of having anything but species and alignment to go for role-playing. Yeah, I think it's for the best that Pathfinder and D&D seems to be sort of dropping the idea. Okay, this actually seems like kind of a tough enemy counter, so I'm gonna...
You offend me.
And down you go. Oh, they're attacking my back lines.
Be easier if you not fight back.
Ah yeah, they're not, the rest aren't so tough. Got this. You're not my barbarian. Hey, Lindsay.
Serves you right. Your time is over.
And Fierce. Oh yeah, Imps and Empathy are both great characters. And I agree, sort of a description of a character's personality and their goals is much better than alignment. Like, grounded, okay, chaotic neutral. That doesn't really sort of describe what her goals are. It doesn't really tell you how she's going to act in a given situation. Because I know people have sort of the stereotype of chaotic neutral characters, but she does behave in a sort of she behaves in a predictable manner, even if she's a bit weird about it, you know?
Come here, Bax. Not that static.
What troubles you?
Okay, what have we got here then? So, a club called Grim Finale. Necrotic Club lands a successful hit. It casts Vampiric Touch on the wielder and equips it. It casts Finger of Death. Wow. Hard armor +1. Amulets of natural armor +1. Horror's Teeth. Each time this +4 trident lands a hit, the enemy has to pass a will saving throw. DC 16 will be frightened for 1d3 rounds. Amazing. Not really worth it, but pretty cool. But yeah, something dinged up here. Your moderate rules.
How cute!
And I guess we're done here. Okay, there was a lot of stuff in here for some reason. Get that many weapons in a pot. Okay, so we're coming up to 3 hours, and I think I'll call it there. Hopefully we're getting quite close to the end of the game, but not so close I can't finish this cosplay off. Okay, let's approach Galavan's Gullet and see if I can find a way to there. Okay, Rawless competition is back. Let's see if I can manage it this time. 65% chance from Tristian. I believe in you, Tristian.
I decree we set up camp.
And I agree, and weapon proficiencies are a great way to character build. Tenacious Marsh. Okay, there's how I get to it. Like, one thing I've sort of wanted to do with Grounded that I haven't really done anything with yet is basically have her become a photographer. Because her background, she was a sort of a tour guide of the area where she lived. And I thought it'd be neat if she just, and obviously she's got the Outlander feed, so I thought it'd be quite neat if she just sort of used that to.
Which
An ambush, eh?
Yep, also an ambush bee. Oh yeah, so presently I'm completely immune to poison, so enemies in this area are a joke. Assassin's Chain Shirt. This +4 adamantine chain shirt grants its wearer a +4 bonus on critical confirmation rolls. Okay, that is pretty good. And a rune-covered ancient leather scrap. Useful. I have no idea why there's a
This is my time to shine.
weapon cache, for a better word here, but
shiny thing.
what ding? A bunch of scrolls, level 2, I guess I was supposed to find this area much earlier. Maxing, if your character spends years studying astrology or gem cutting, you feel like says something about them. No less, mostly alignment. Species in class have obvious ties to a character's backstory. Yeah, that's true, I suppose. Like, even Shadowrun, which isn't a great system for roleplay, acknowledges that a lot of your characters' sort of minor skills flesh out their personality better. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can roleplay in Shadowrun, but it's sort of a very mechanically heavy thing. Okay, so Nope. I wonder if I've got enough of those rune covered leather scraps to get the item yet. Okay, that's how I get to the gullet.
Now you see me, now you don't.
Damn, something bad happened here. These workers didn't stand a chance.
We not talk first?
Greater Cyclops.
Thieves, go away. My pillar.
Your pillar? I didn't see your name on. Oh yeah. Should really use one of these spells, shouldn't I? Disintegrate. We'll be stealing whatever the heck we want, thank you very much, sir. Down he goes. Okay, Great Club +2. Light Armor +3. Amulet. Law Religion. Let's do a little savey save and save scum this. I'm thinking about it, it's been a while since I saved this stream.
I failed. I'm sorry.
Okay, failed. Seems the Cyclops smashed the pillar trying to hit the workers. The pillar's base is a picture of a giant with a ram's head, swarm flies breaking out of its single gouged eye.
Anything else?
Okay, success. Looks like this pillar is unfixable. The head of a ram is engraved on it with a swarm of flies breaking out of its single gouged eye. This represents the horseman of pestilence, the archdemon who sits on top of the throne of flies, and one of the 4 rulers of Abaddon. Okay. Abaddon +3. Old sheet of paper. Expedition estimate. Money received. From Tikher, collector of antiquities, 500 silver coins. From local herdsman to kill the Cyclops, 50 silver coins. Total 550 silver coins. Estimated expenses. Pillar transportation to Tikher. 5 handymen, 5 silver coins per day. Parson driver, 2 silver coins per day. Guards, 10 professional mercenaries, full advance payment, 10 silver coins per day. Compensation for equipment loss, 25 silver coins. Compensation to families of the deceased, 70 silver coins each! Exclamation mark. Or 10 villagers recruits, any small advance, 1 silver coin per day. 10 wooden poles, 0. 1 town simpleton, headman, any small advance, 2 silver coins per day. 1 short spear, 10 silver coins. At first, when Tikher approached me, I was going to refuse this unprofitable job. However, if I save on guards, I'll be able to keep a pretty sum. No reason to pay for the professional monster hunters if common workers can draw out the Cyclops far enough. Then the workers can dig and load the pillar in a cart. And the payment from the herdsman, small but a nice addition. I have no idea why that Sowage would be so attached to his cornland thing. Lauren thing. Indistinct recollection of the former glory of his race. Rudimentary aesthetic perception of the world. Or maybe he just recognised himself in the bas relief. Tauketi. Eskari, demon lord of Locust, sits in the corner whispering. Write that down. Yeah, I guess this guy's kind of a jerk. He got a load of people killed. Anything else around here? If he lived in a more modern era, he'd probably pay a very large sum of money to ride a submarine.
Hey, have a look.
A ding. Amulet of Mighty Fists +2. Random thing to be left around, but I'll take it.
The dangers don't frighten me.
Max Sting, you realise now that one of your patches in your homebrew Pathfinder setting was to have a God of Laws and unintended consequences. Amazing. I mean, in my Pathfinder campaign, the main difference between the sort of Age of Lost Omen setting is that there's airships. And the main characters are basically Mystery Incorporated.
I decree we set up camp.
Anywhere I haven't visited lately? Suppose I should rest and yeah, is there anything that gives bonuses to skill checks? No, apparently not. Max Sting, his name was Kuzo. Oh, Kuzu. He made a kingdom of a half-angel god king of Kuzu. He made wide-sweeping rulings that snowballed into weird cultural situations, like having holes in tables and everyone owning a dog, and even the poorest beggar having access to a plate and cutlery. And the Royal Banquet Hall had an undeniable resemblance to a giant porcelain toilet. I guess if I head down here, there's a load of empty spaces, so I wonder if check holding and I'll see some new areas. Yep, kingdom stuff's going on. New event, Bewitched Forest. Available at the moment. Valibeer will be free in 19 days.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
Nerlus alignment was supposed to be a role-playing tool, but it just encourages the player to think as reductively as possible about their character's motivations. 5th edition actually introduced role-playing tools. If you didn't like the Great Wheel because you guess of how much setting it adds, you'd be throwing out alignment completely. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of sort of planes for abstract concepts, but okay, Heroes Remains ended in disaster. And because they couldn't find it. That kind of sucks. Come on. Be a new area to explore. I'm bored. Okay, you know what? I'll investigate the kobold camp. Vent. This is our field. Magar Varn has a 75% chance. Crypt Feeling. Lost has a 20% chance. Better than nothing, I suppose.
I decree we set up camp.
Okay, I'll just investigate this area and then I'll call the stream. Oh, Max Ding is in advertising purgatory. I don't know if everyone else is. Max Ding, imagine you're playing Palladium Fantasy and you talk to the mob boss in what you think is your common language and he's like, I don't speak miscreant. Enfys, you can ditch alignment without necessarily moving the concept of planes and how they interact with the afterlife, just tie it to a person's philosophical outlook and how they approach situations in general. Yeah, that's fair really. Like, Mechanicus could just be for someone rigid and ordered. That's more of a it's more of a personality thing than alignment anyway. I suppose alignment could be used as shorthand for personality, but yeah. I guess that makes sense. It's like, maybe if you replaced alignment with a personality system, that had just very broad strokes. That would work a lot better. You see a gang of kobolds resting around a fire. When they finally notice you, they jump up and start scuttling around, making a mess, bumping into each other, all while muttering something in their hissing language. One kobold emerges from the swarming crowd. His scales are a touch lighter than those of his companions. Upon closer inspection, he seems to be extremely old. His skin is dry and lifeless, and he's clearly lost some of his scales long ago. There's something curious about this kobold. He seems to be calm and competent, confident, and wise. Envious, you'd be inclined to allow persons' personal religious outlooks, have we? Yeah, to be fair, I think D&D did that. They just tied deities to alignment as well. Jubilos frowns and folds his hands.
You do well to watch these yobbos.
He mutters, teeth clenched.
They'll try to steal your cart as soon as you turn your back, and that's just the way they are.
Oh yeah, Jubilos was introduced having his cart stolen by kobolds. Kobold spark shamans.
Badges!
The old kobold hisses. The rest of the kobolds immediately calm down.
Greetings!
He says, addressing you and sticking out his hand.
Greetings.
Okay, shake the kobold's hand. Greetings. Don't shake the kobold's hand. Yes, greetings to you as well. Yeah, let's shake the kobold's hand. You shake the old kobold's hand. It's slimy and cold. He continues to stare, his eyes still yellow and emotionless.
Kobolds, humans, love.
The old kobold says, The old kobold seems to have said his piece, so he just continues to stare at you with cold, still eyes. Tartuk, what a familiar name. Tell me, do you know the story of the Soot-Scale kobold tribe? The kobold seems to not understand a single word you're saying, but reacts to the word Soot-Scale.
Soot-Scale bad, not friend.
This Tartuk of yours is dead. I killed him. Unable to judge the expression in his snout, you can't tell if the old kobold is upset by your statement. After you answer, he turns away from you as if you cease to exist. The kobolds quickly gather and leave into the woods. Oh, they don't like me because they killed the guy. We got rope, camping supplies, heal out wounds. Yeah, this is a very low level area that I clearly missed before.
I'll share my path.
It's kind of neat how there's weather effects, but to be honest, it's not that great. It's literally just a bit of rain that slows you down and nothing else. Sarah, you love the word yobbo. Your dad uses it a lot. Sarah, is it a Britishism? Yeah, I think, well, we still use the word yob. But we don't really use yobbo. So yep, you're correct. It was stolen by the Australians. No less conolds, conical kobolds.
I'm intrigued and wish to know more. Okay. Time for the attack again. That's gone by quick.
I decree we set up camp.
Take a rest. We'll investigate the wolf lair next session. But I think I'll save and finish here. Valerie done with her stuff yet? Days. Put Jod on it. Well, I guess we'll be picking this back up on Wednesday. Okay. Glad you enjoyed it, Maxting. To be honest, I was impressed how lively the chat was today. But yep, I'll be back on Wednesday. Oh, before I do anything else, wouldn't want to deprive you all. Hope you enjoyed this TASMR. Now, who is there to raid? Oh, Hanan's doing some art streams, so I guess I'll give them a raid. This has been a while since I've seen them streaming or had a chance to raid. So this is Goblin Helion, who does art streams once in a while. She's actually responsible for a couple of my emojis, specifically Red Troid. So you know what? The raid message is Red Raid! Exclamation mark. If you're subscribed, please use the Red Troid emoji. So yep, I'll be doing more ear-related stuff soon. I'm just going to create the cast for the other ear, and I'll be doing some experiments just with different release agents. But yep, hopefully by the end of the week I will have some ears. Okay, the raid's going to go through automatically in a moment, so yep, I'll see you all on Wednesday, hopefully. I think there's some D&D on Thursday, and then it's Guild of Icons Friday. So, yep, thanks all for watching. And we're going to raid, if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. And we're going to raid in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Can people hear me when at this point before I've switched off OBS? The world may never know.